Long before the skyscrapers and bustling streets, Singapore was a very different place. Imagine a small island covered in dense jungle with a quiet fishing village at its edge. The air was thick with the scent of the sea and the sounds of nature. This was Singapore in the 14th century, known then as Temasek, a place where the natural world reigned supreme and human settlements were modest and in harmony with their surroundings. The people lived simple lives, fishing in the surrounding waters and trading with passing ships. Their days began with the first light of dawn, as fishermen cast their nets into the bountiful sea. The island held a strategic position along the busy maritime trade routes, hinting at the potential that lay ahead. Ships from distant lands would often stop by, bringing with them goods, stories, and a glimpse of the wider world. Life on Temasek was quiet and peaceful. The villagers built their homes from the materials the jungle provided, creating a community that was both resilient and resourceful. The people lived in harmony with nature, their days dictated by the rhythms of the sea. The ebb and flow of the tides, the changing seasons, and the cycles of the moon all played a crucial role in their daily lives. Stories and legends were passed down through generations, weaving a rich tapestry of folklore and tradition. These tales were more than just entertainment. They were a way to teach the young about the world and their place in it. But change was on the horizon. The tranquil life of the villagers was about to be disrupted by forces beyond their control. The island's strategic location would soon attract the attention of powerful forces, forever altering the destiny of this sleepy fishing village. Explorers, traders, and eventually colonial powers saw the potential of Temasek and sought to control it. The name Singapore itself holds a clue to this turning point. It is a name that carries with it the weight of history and the promise of transformation. It is derived from the Malay words singa, lion, and pura, city, a name that evokes images of strength and majesty, a name bestowed upon the island by a visiting Sumatran prince. This prince, according to legend, was struck by the beauty and potential of the island. Legend has it that he encountered a majestic creature thought to be a lion upon landing on the island. This encounter was seen as an auspicious sign, a symbol of the island's future greatness. This encounter was seen as an auspicious sign, and the name Singapore, or Lion City, was born. The lion, a symbol of power and nobility, became a fitting emblem for the island's aspirations. The tale of the lion, whether fact or fiction, marked the beginning of a new chapter in Singapore's history. It was a story that would be told and retold, becoming a cornerstone of the island's identity. It symbolized the island's transformation from a humble fishing village to a place of greater significance. Over the centuries, Singapore would grow and evolve, shaped by the forces of trade, colonization, and globalization. The arrival of the lion, a symbol of strength and power, foreshadowed the arrival of ambitious powers, eager to harness the potential of this strategically located island. From a quiet village to a bustling metropolis, Singapore's journey is a testament to its resilience and strategic importance. Today, as we look at the towering skyscrapers and the vibrant city life, it's hard to imagine the humble beginnings of this island. Yet the spirit of the early villagers, their harmony with nature and their resilience in the face of change continue to inspire the modern city. Singapore's rich tapestry of history, culture and tradition is woven into the very fabric of the city. From the ancient legends of Temasek to the modern marvels of today, the story of Singapore is one of continuous transformation and enduring legacy. As the sun sets over this dynamic city, we're reminded of the journey that began with a small fishing village and a legendary lion. A journey that continues to unfold, shaping the future of Singapore for generations to come. The early 19th century saw the rise of the British Empire, hungry for new markets and resources. The British, with their vast naval power and expanding influence, were on a relentless quest to dominate global trade. Their empire stretched across continents, and they were constantly looking for new territories to exploit and integrate into their vast network of colonies. Their attention fell upon Southeast Asia, a region rich in spices, silk, and other valuable commodities. Singapore, with its strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes between the East and the West, became a prime target. The island's position made it an ideal spot for a trading post that could serve as a gateway to the riches of Asia. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles, a British official with a keen eye for opportunity, landed on the island. Raffles, who had previously served in Java, recognized the immense potential of Singapore. He envisioned it as a free port that could rival other established trading centers in the region. Raffles recognized Singapore's potential as a trading hub. He saw the natural deep-water harbor and the island's strategic location as key assets that could be leveraged to attract traders from all over the world. His vision was to create a bustling port where goods from the east and west could be exchanged freely. He negotiated a treaty with the local ruler, establishing a British trading post. This agreement was crucial as it provided the British with a foothold in the region and allowed them to begin developing the island. The treaty marked the beginning of a new era for Singapore, one that would see it transformed from a sleepy fishing village into a major trading hub. This marked a turning point in Singapore's history. The establishment of the British trading post set in motion a series of events that would change the island forever. Over the next few decades, Singapore would undergo rapid development and become a key player in global trade. The island, once a quiet backwater, was thrust onto the world stage as a British colony. The British flag flew over Singapore, symbolizing its new status as part of the British Empire. The island's transformation was swift and dramatic as it began to attract traders, merchants, and immigrants from all over the world. Under British rule, Singapore underwent a dramatic transformation. The British invested heavily in the island's infrastructure, building roads, bridges, and buildings. They also established a legal and administrative framework that facilitated trade and commerce. These developments laid the foundation for Singapore's growth and prosperity. The island's natural harbour was expanded and developed, attracting ships and merchants from across the globe. The harbour became a bustling hub of activity, with ships arriving and departing daily, carrying goods to and from distant lands. This constant flow of trade brought wealth and opportunities to Singapore. A wave of immigrants seeking a better life arrived from China, India, and other parts of Southeast Asia. These immigrants brought with them their skills, knowledge, and cultures, contributing to the island's growth and diversity. They played a crucial role in shaping Singapore's identity and economy. This influx of people brought with them their cultures, languages, and traditions, transforming Singapore into a vibrant melting pot of diversity. The island became a place where different cultures coexisted and interacted, creating a unique and dynamic society. Festivals, markets, and cultural events became common sights, reflecting the rich tapestry of Singapore's population. The British administration implemented policies to encourage trade and investment. They established a free port where goods could be traded without the burden of heavy taxes and tariffs. This policy attracted traders and businesses from around the world eager to take advantage of the favorable conditions. They established a free port, abolished slavery, and introduced measures to ensure the safety and security of the trading community. These actions helped to create a stable and prosperous environment that was conducive to business and trade, and invested in infrastructure projects such as roads, bridges, and public buildings. These projects improved connectivity and accessibility, making it easier for people and goods to move around the island. The development of infrastructure was a key factor in Singapore's success as a trading hub. Hospitals, and schools. The British also invested in social infrastructure, building hospitals and schools to cater to the needs of the growing population. These institutions played a vital role in improving the quality of life for the people of Singapore and contributed to the island's overall development. Singapore's reputation as a reliable and efficient trading centre grew, attracting businesses and entrepreneurs eager to capitalize on its strategic location and growing economy. The island became known for its stability, efficiency, and openness to trade, making it a preferred destination for traders and investors from around the world. Singapore's rapid development was interrupted by the outbreak of World War II. The island, known for its bustling trade and vibrant culture, suddenly found itself at the heart of a global conflict. The once peaceful streets were soon to be filled with the echoes of war. The Japanese, seeking to control Southeast Asia's resources, invaded the island in 1942. Their strategic aim was to dominate the region and secure vital supplies for their war effort. The invasion was swift and brutal, catching many by surprise. The British, caught unprepared, were forced to surrender after a short but fierce battle. Despite their efforts to defend the island, the British forces were overwhelmed by the well-coordinated Japanese attack. The fall of Singapore was a significant blow to the British Empire. The Japanese occupation was a dark period in Singapore's history. The once thriving city was now under strict military rule, and the local population faced severe hardships. Fear and uncertainty became a daily reality for many Singaporeans. The island was renamed Sianan To, meaning light of the south in Japanese. This renaming was part of the Japanese effort to assert their dominance and erase the island's colonial past. The new name was a constant reminder of the occupation. The local population endured harsh treatment, food shortages and forced labor. Many were forced to work on construction projects and in factories to support the Japanese war effort. The daily struggle for survival took a heavy toll on the people. The memory of this occupation would later fuel a desire for self-determination and independence. The shared suffering and resilience of the people during this time laid the foundation for a strong national identity. Despite the hardships they faced, the people of Singapore showed remarkable resilience. They began to rebuild their lives and their city, determined to overcome the scars left by the war. The spirit of unity and perseverance was evident in every effort to restore normalcy. Resistance movements emerged, working undercover to gather intelligence and disrupt the Japanese war effort. These brave individuals risked their lives to fight against the occupiers, often operating in secret and facing severe consequences if caught. The occupation, though brutal, inadvertently fostered a sense of shared identity and a collective determination to rebuild their lives and their nation. The experiences of war and occupation brought the people closer together, united in their resolve to create a better future. The end of World War II in 1945 brought an end to the Japanese occupation. The departure of the Japanese forces was met with relief and celebration as the people of Singapore looked forward to a new beginning. Singapore returned to British rule, but the experience of war and occupation had left an indelible mark. The people had endured immense suffering and had emerged stronger and more determined than ever before. The people yearned for self-governance, and the seeds of independence had been sown. The desire for a self-determined future grew stronger, leading to the eventual push for independence. The trials of the past had set the stage for a new chapter in Singapore's history.